and gentlemen, thank you again for turning into AIFS WEB TV, the best African channel in all Nebraska when it comes to talking about the African community. Today in our program, where we give the voice to all our leaders to talk about their program and their challenges, we have the privilege of having with us Miss Judith. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
Again.
Yes.
So today we're going to talk a little bit about you.
Yes.
So Miss Judith is originally from Nigeria, and she holds a master's degree in public health with concentration in promotion and a certification in public health at the University of Omaha Medical Center. Inspired by the life and legacy of her father, Judith is the founder of Calistus Multiple Myeloma Foundation. So today she's going to talk about her personality, and her leadership. So can you tell us more about who is Judith and what are some of the values and the concept that hold you?
Yeah. I will start by saying my name. Thank you for having me here again. My name is Judith Ngozi Obodougo. So Ngozi in Nigeria means blessing. So I happen to be the first daughter after a couple boys, and then my dad see me as I was the one that brought in blessing to the family, being the first girl. So from Nigeria, like you said. I'm a leader, a community advocate, and health education advocacy. So being a woman, an immigrant, a single mom, and an educator, just having the opportunity to be in a community that supports my mission and me as a person is also what leads me every day. So the advocacy is usually something that is kind of built in someone, because if you have a passion for something, you will like to talk about it all the time. Okay. So just having that passion of advocacy and health education, and that makes me the leader that I am today.
That's really good. And I love to talk with women in leadership because we know what it represents in our community. So I'm going to ask you, what are some of the challenges that you face as a leader, as a woman first, an African woman?
Oh, mine. I would say first, being an immigrant, you kind of see yourself as under the shadow, like you don't have what it takes. But I would say any woman or any girl that is listening or watching this today, you have a special talent in you. Reach out to people that are going to motivate you and, just to bring out that passion that you have in yourself. I would say leadership, in my word, is not a title. Leadership is an impact. What impact are you making in the community? So being a woman and in a community, you sometimes feel like under the shadow. Your voice is not heard because it may or may not be something of a change. But I would just say, just keep doing what you're doing, and just having that mindset, because sometimes we can be our own criticism. Okay. So we can criticize ourselves even before we do anything. So just being out there and being resilient with what you're doing can overshadow everything, and knowing that you have a story to tell
really
will also bring you out of any obstacle that is holding you behind.
That's really good to know. Leadership is not a title, but leadership is the impact that you make it.
Yes.
So tell us more about your leadership. Did you feel like when you were born that you were going to be a leader? When was the time where you knew this is the time for me to stand up?
I know sometimes when people talk about themselves, I don't know if it's a joke or if it's maybe a slang, like I'm born a leader.
Okay.
So everyone might be born as a leader, but it's how you take that step forward to show that you are a leader. And leadership is of service, serving people. Being a young girl from Nigeria and just having that talk, or having people that encourage you to do what you want to do, just by doing that will help you. I didn't know that I had it in me until I started my nonprofit, which is Calistus Multiple Myeloma Foundation. So just by doing what I'm doing in the community, having passion for it, changes my leadership every day. So it brings out something in me that when I look back, I was like, wow, I don't think I would have done that years ago. But now, just by showing up and being of service changes my leadership daily. And having people around you that support you, changes the way that you lead as
good.
well.
That's really good to know.
Yeah.
And we see that you are really engaged in the community, and the African people, some people prefer to stay back. Why do you have that passion of being involved in the community?
Oh my. I would say maybe my name, there's power in name.
Okay.
Maybe just having that Ngozi, which is blessing. I can't have all this blessing and hold it to myself.
Right.
I have to reach out. I have to be of service. I have to make an impact in the community. Having a story to tell. Everyone is different. We have everyone has a different temperament. So you have introverts and extroverts. Sometimes the introverts are the ones that have more story to tell, but they are holding themselves back. Like, will anyone listen to this? Would I really make an impact? But having that push, just if you keep thinking of something all the time and that feeling doesn't go away, that is an indication that you have something to share.
Wow.
So if someone that knows you and knows your story pushes you, gives you the courage, the push that you need, that's when you can be able to make that step forward.
Mm-hmm.
I know so many people have a story, but they will all, I know some of my friends that will tell me, you motivate me to do this and do that. I say maybe that's the push that you need.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we all sit back, nobody's going to do it. So somebody has to step forward, and then you give others the push that they need for them to, even if they are not coming to do it by themselves, they might go through you and then present. Yeah, they will eventually do it. They'll be like, I never knew that I can do this. But you just need that push, someone that is going to motivate you so you can move forward and, come out of your introvert little
side.
Yes.
That's really good.
Yes.
By the way, which one would you say you are? Extrovert or introvert?
I'm introvert.
Introvert?
I am super introvert.
It doesn't look like
it doesn't, right? I think where I am determines how I'm going to act.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm naturally, in nature, I'm a shy and introvert person.
Okay.
Because that's my comfort zone. But sometimes I have to step out of my comfort zone because I have a calling. So I have something to do. I have health education. I can have all this knowledge. If I can put it in a paper to write a book, I have to in a way, show it. So coming out to the community. So I'm naturally a shy introvert person, but being a community leader and advocate, I have to step forward out of that cocoon.
I'm pretty sure our viewers are also surprised to hear that she's introvert.
I am
so
introvert.
we're talking about leadership, and we know that leadership comes with challenges. Can you tell us about 2 or 3 of the challenges that you face every day when you go out to help that community?
Yeah. I don't want to sound like a repeated record, saying I'm an immigrant, I'm a single mom. I mean, all of those are kind of cliche, but I mean, that's reality. Just seeing yourself as someone that just came to this country, you get educated and you have all this impact that you're making. You might have some setback, especially if you try to do something and you get a no. That's already that's going to hurt you.
Yeah.
You're like, wow, maybe I wasn't meant to be what I'm trying to do. So I know you have to hear so many no's before you hear a yes. But if you hear about 7 no's, how are you gonna attempt to the 8th one? But knowing that you have something in you that is pushing you to do that will always, motivate you or push you to, keep going.
Okay.
So you be yeah, I would say being the challenges are there, having especially when it comes to the community, the health literacy is also a big thing. If you don't understand something, you don't even know how to ask. So the challenges of not understanding the system, getting to know the system, learning. So if you come from Africa and you come to the US, there are so many challenges that you face. There are so many things that you don't know. So you have to teach relearn a lot of things to be able to fit. They say do in Rome as the Romans do.
Okay.
But sometimes, if you try to do in Rome as the Romans do, you have to also remember where you came from. So you have to kind of adjust based on what your day or your year is.
That's really important. And we know that you are the founder of a nonprofit organization. And one of the main thing in your organization is advocacy. So can you tell us more about why do you think advocacy is very important in our community?
Advocacy is very important because of the African community that we have. So many people have health problems or so many things that they have question about. But if you don't have someone that advocates for them, there is no way to know that that problem is going on. So, like just what AIFS is doing with the health fair, having other communities or other partners come in to advocate for what they are doing. So that we have to break that bridge of care. So the bridge of care is, you have a bridge, so you have to cross over. So if you don't understand what is going on here, you are not able to cross over. So having that advocacy and making a change so they can understand like what you have, the problems that you have or something that you don't understand, someone is already helping you to advocate for your problem. So advocacy is very important in our community, especially in the African immigrant community.
That's very important and very good to know. And we know that the impact that you are making is very huge. And we know that this impact is built upon a team. Can you tell us about the team that you have? Is that those people you trust? Are there the people that encourage you to keep going?
I would say first, my family encourages me. They are proud of what I'm doing. Keeping my dad's legacy and making sure that the multiple myeloma disease is known, because it's a rare disease like people hardly talk about. Because if that's where the advocacy come to, if you don't know about it, you don't know the solution to it. So my friends and families, the people that have met during my work in the community, they also motivate me. So whenever I see anyone from my community, hearing their story, I was like, wow, that is another motivation. So having a good team, having good friends and family, and even outside your circle, people that cheer you on, that sends you email or text you or call you or just say like, hey, I'm proud of you. So that is like having a big sister or big brother that is watching over you. So that's something that also, the people around me that motivate me.
That's really good. We can see that you're a great leader.
Thank you.
What kind of qualities do you think a leader needs to have to do what you do?
Oh, that's a good question. I would say service, serving others. Even the Bible said it. Leaders have to be servers. I don't want to go into the Christianity thing, but either the Quran or the Bible said serving others is always the one impact people make. Compassion. You have to have compassion to be able to work with people, and also being a mom, a single mom, a woman, an immigrant. I would say empathy, understanding how people feel. I know every day is not the same. If you meet someone, they can be all jolly today. The next day when you meet them, they are down. But there must be something going on that made them that way. Sometimes people will tell you like, wow, why are you so happy today? Or sometimes people will tell you, you look different. Is there anything bothering you? People don't like to talk about their problems because they don't want the burden on you. But just having a someone you can talk to, that way you can communicate what you have going on. So I would say, service as a leader, serving people, having compassion and having empathy, because before you became a leader you were also not a leader.
Okay.
So you have to have empathy when people approach you to ask you certain things. You have to be at the same level with the person just to kind of lead, because if you can't understand people that you're leading, you are not a good leader. You have to be able to serve them and have compassion for them.
Wow, that's right. You are an African. You are a single mom.
I am.
So we have many African single mom ladies out there that just cross their hands. They think their life is over, but you are here shining and impacting life. What message can you tell to that single mom African that's watching you right now?
Oh my. It's not easy. When you go through a divorce, something that you already know that your life is set, your life is perfect, and then that life is cut into two. So it is hard. I would say have other people or other I would say mentor. If you have a mentor, someone that you can talk to. I know when it comes to friendship, like in a group of friends, they will have the single friends, the married friends, the single mom friends. So having someone that has gone through that journey is very helpful. So reaching out to friends that are maybe they have gone through the same thing and they overcome it. So just I know telling your own personal story is hard sometimes. Like, oh, I don't want to bother anybody, but you never know who what you're going to say that will help them connect you to the right person that you can talk to. I know usually when you send someone an email, you can be like, oh, I'll can you do this for me? But if you can't, do you know anyone that can? So that's how you kind of navigate. So it's just like a triangle. If you go here, that person might connect you. So you kind of come back to the right, to the starting point. So I would say reach out, have mentors and or maybe a coach, someone that you can just sit down and talk to. Or if you have, like your kids, I know sometimes kids will get to a certain age, they don't want to listen to parents anymore. But just tell them how your day is going. They will appreciate that later in life. They will. Yeah.
Thank you for that message. And I'm hoping all single mom out there take note of that and apply it in your life. So can you tell us more about some of the goals that you have for the future, things that you want to see happen personally or in the community as far as you can share?
Mine, a lot. I would say a lot of stuff, but I will start with I think we are leading towards that, being in partnership with other organizations that we have, because partnership and collaboration is a powerhouse, because you can't do stuff alone by yourself. Something that you might be doing, the other organization might be admiring that, and they don't know how to reach out to ask, because you might think, why are they reaching out to us? But when someone reaches out to you, that means the person is empowered by what you're doing. So I would say in the future, I want to see more of female leadership. I know a lot of female mentors out there that has motivated me throughout my journey. Like someone like Dr. Viv Egwin, the first lady Omaha Mayor, wife of the Omaha Mayor. So she was my mentor when I started my journey. We were the same. We belong to an organization together. So just seeing her as a leader, because that's when you need mentor, like someone that you look up to, that you want to be like. I know people always say, "Oh, I want to be like you when I grow up." Even though I see myself as a grown up. I still say I want to be like you when I grow up. You have something that always changes you, that challenges you. So, the the collaboration is a very big impact, even personally and in a community. So I would love to see more of education, health education, advocacy, awareness on what is going on in our community, and so people will also hear our story and understand, like, if something is happening, this might be the reason. So yeah, I would like to see more of collaboration and partnership and supporting each other.
That's very important
Yes.
because we believe that together we are stronger.
Yes.
So this is the end of our series today. Do you have a last message? And how can people get in contact with you? What are the information that's out there that they can get in contact with you?
Well, if I'm Judith Ngozi Obodougo, I'm on social media, but you probably will not see me under my full name. But if you type Obodougo, I believe I'm the only one answering Obodougo in the US.
Okay, that's good.
So you can contact me through social media, or you can reach out to African Immigrant Family Services, AIFS. You can reach out to them and contact me. Adama is a great leader. He has done an amazing job in the community. Sonia with Femi Foundation. Femi has foundation. Karen with Midland African Chamber. So many women like me. So the more the younger ones see us, they get motivated. They will be amazed on what we're doing. Like, we can do that. So that's where they bring out the introvert in you to be extrovert. So you can serve and share your talent. Even I will go back to the scripture quote, when the master gave the servants different talent. Well, that is money they gave them to invest. But that money, if you in the backstory, is talent. So if they gave you a talent and you never used it, it will start diminishing. Like, you will stop seeing that growth in that particular area. So whatever you don't, they say, use it or lose it. Like, I learned from being in Nigeria, I learned French because we have to, just like in the US, you have to learn Spanish. So in Nigeria, we speak English. So they teach us French. They're like, you never know, you have neighboring states that speak French. You never know, you might go there and you don't know how to speak French. So I learned French, but I never used it. I never said anything about it,
Fortunately.
and I lost it.
Okay.
So that's how the talent is. So the master gave the servants different money to invest. So the one that has 5, like, oh, I only have 5, let me just save it. So your talent that God gave you, if you use it, He will keep multiplying. He will keep giving you ideas. But if you keep it to yourself, you never shared it, even among your friend or your family. You never shared it because nobody has encouraged you to take it a step further. It will keep diminishing. So lose it, use it or lose it. So that's where the word came from. If you don't use it, you're going to lose it.
Use it or lose
it.
You don't have any more excuses. Even if you're introvert, you have to serve your gift. Thank you again for tuning in to AIFS Web TV. Don't forget to leave a comment, share the video in the community so we can continue to grow and give you what you need. And don't forget, all the information that you gave, we're going to put in the description so you can have more information about how to get in contact with her. Until the next time, take care.